everyone, I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen, and today we are visiting comfort food once again. We're going to be making this delicious cream chicken on biscuits, and this is going to remind you of when you were growing up. If you're my age, I'm pretty sure that your mom or your grandma made cream chicken or chicken a la king or whatever it is you call it. Let's go see how this all comes together. We're going to go over all the ingredients to make this cream chicken, then we're going to switch over to the stove and we're going to put this together in super quick time. We're going to need 4 cups of chicken stock. This is better than bouillon that I have just made up with hot water. I have 2 pounds of chicken breast that I have cubed. I have 2 stalks of celery and half of a very large sweet onion that I have chopped. Then we're going to use about 2 cups or 12-ounce package of mixed frozen vegetables. That'll come at the end. And you can use fresh mushrooms. Those are canned because I didn't have any fresh on hand and we're using what we have. We're going to make a roux using butter and flour. So this is 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of flour. I have about 2 cloves of chopped minced garlic. And we're going to use 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to cook up the meat and the veg. And then we're going to season this all up with a teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder and poultry seasoning and ½ a teaspoon each of cracked black pepper and salt. That's it. We're going to make this classic comfort food deliciousness that, you know, when I was growing up, my mom used to make chicken a la king, and frankly, it wasn't my favorite. But today we're going to make it because when you get older, sometimes things taste better to you than they did when you were a kid. And we're just going to make some straight up creamed chicken. And we're going to serve this over some fresh sour cream biscuits that I have cooking in the oven right now. And don't worry, I made another video for those. So let's head on over to the stove and we'll whip this right up. Alright, I just heated my 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil up in my little saucier here, and I'm going to cook my chicken until it's almost finished, and then we're going to go ahead and add our veggies, saute them off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to remove the vegetables and the chicken from the pan and set them aside. And then we're going to build our sauce. So I'll be back when the vegetables and the chicken are just about done. Alright, I finished sauteing off my chicken and my celery and my onion, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to build our roux. Alright, I'm going to make my roux by melting my butter in my pan. And don't worry about those brown bits, they're just going to add a little bit of flavor. I am going to turn my heat down just a skosh. I had it a little bit on medium-high, but right now I've turned it down to medium. I wanted to get that chicken going. What you want to do, equal parts of flour and butter, and you want to whisk these together or stir them with a wooden spoon, whichever. And you just want to cook them just for a few minutes. You don't want any raw flour taste in there. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add our seasonings. And this is going to help the oils come out of the herbs that are in the poultry seasoning, and it's just going to liven everything up and get everything awake. And that's great. Now, because I forgot to put my garlic in with my other veggies, I'm just going to go ahead and toss it in with my roux. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our chicken stock in here. And we're just going to go ahead and whisk this with our handy stirrer until this becomes a little bit thick. And then we're going to add everything back to the pot, and we're going to have cream chicken very shortly. All right, our thickened gravy, essentially, the beginning of our sauce is nice and thick now, but not too thick. You want this to be cream chicken. You don't want it to be gloppy chicken. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the chicken and the veggies that we cooked earlier back into the pan. And I don't know if you saw this, but I do this a lot when I'm cooking like this because I have such a small kitchen and I don't want to maybe dirty another plate since I'm already using this pan. But I put a bowl here and then I put this lid upside down in the bowl, and that acts as my my tray for holding whatever I'm holding over until later. So just give this a good stir. Then put the mushrooms in there. You can also put the mushrooms in when you put the celery and the onion in if you so choose. It's just up to you. If I were using fresh mushrooms, I would definitely cook them with the celery and the onion. But since I'm using canned mushrooms, there's really no reason to do that. So it's just going to add a little more time to your cooking time if you put the already moist mushrooms with the everything else, because you want to cook the liquid out of that. This looks great already. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our heavy cream. You can also use half and half. If you only have milk, go ahead and use milk. It's not a really big deal. You just need to add the cream factor in here, and it's going to be great. And look at that. Now you have cream chicken. The only thing left to do now, even though we've got celery and onions and mushrooms in here, is to go ahead and add our frozen veggies. And this is just how my mom always made it. Frankly, I don't know anybody who makes chicken a la king or cream chicken that doesn't add some peas and carrots to it. This was a mixed vegetable blend. It's peas, carrots, corn, and green beans. That's okay by me. This here is enough food to feed 6 to 8 hungry people. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to get ready to serve it. So I'll meet you over at the counter when it's time to fix you a plate of this delicious cream chicken on biscuits. There you have it. I fixed you a plate of cream chicken and biscuits, and I know that you're gonna love this. It smells amazing, and I know that Rick is excited to try it. And there is a biscuit down under there somewhere. Under there. And are you ready to taste it?
Of course.
It just smells, you know what? It smells like Sunday dinner. It really, really does. It smells like Sunday dinner. Here we go. What do you think?
Tastes like Sunday dinner.
Tastes like Sunday dinner? This isn't Sunday dinner. It's Tuesday dinner.
Close enough.
That's amazing.
That's outstanding.
You can get this on the table in under half an hour. I'm not going to tell anybody if you use the biscuits out of a tube. Those will work. Just throw them in the oven when you're cooking up the rest of it. It's going to go together in no time. So that is how you make creamed chicken and biscuits. And don't forget, you don't have to put these on biscuits. Noodles, mashed potatoes, rice, toast, biscuits, or waffles. Waffles, I'm telling you, give it a try. Don't wrinkle your nose at it. Give it a try. It's lovely. So yeah, we're revisiting that childhood classic. I mean, everybody has their own incarnation of cream chicken, and I bet it's been a long time since you had some of this. So I think it's time you pulled this recipe out of the recipe box and make yourself some. I want to thank you for joining me today to see how I make creamed chicken on biscuits. And if you like the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give this creamed chicken a try really, really soon, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. Okay, I've rolled and cut my biscuits, and I'm just finishing up. So far, I have 12, 15, and then we have this end piece here. And you know, when you get down to the end, you kind of can't be choosy. So just do as best you can. And then when you get down to this bit here,